Hey everyone, this is Chris.
Yeji.
Welcome back to the channel. So we want to show you a little bit of Busan today. Let me guys show you here. And we'll turn the camera around and see where we're at. We're actually at the beach. It's a fantastic day. Yeah.
Weather is fantastic.
You can see there's a lot of people down there enjoying. And let's have a chat today. So we've got to talk about Elon Musk and his compound. Yes, we're saying compound. For his many, well, they're not wives. I don't know how you term it if they're not your wife. Just
The ex.
well, they're not ex. Well, I guess he's. So actually, true story. I think he married and divorced the same person and then married that person again. But I think he's divorced. But,
At least they're ex-girlfriends.
yeah. Well, I mean, he may have current. I know we can get stuck on how many women he's got because if someone has your kid, is that a girlfriend?
But
yeah.
now he's single, right? He's not married.
No, I don't think he's married, to my understanding.
So they're all their.
I'm not sure. We should look that up. I don't know. Okay, let's look it up. All right.
Look it up.
I don't know. You guys let me know.
So he's with. Yeah, there's ex-girlfriends with his child and children.
Oh, it says no. Elon Musk is currently not married. Yeah.
So he's single. So he's gonna live. I'm not sure that he's gonna live with them or just put them together.
I don't know. So we have a lot of comments coming from the community about this particular topic. This is coming from Jean-Pierre. Jean-Pierre says, this compound with kids and wives, is it being built by Warner Brothers Studio? Is it basically a TV studio? Are we not about to see a new making of Mormon Wives called Elon Wives? So I guess there was a TV show called Mormon Wives, but so the next TV show is more Elon Wives. Would you watch that show, Elon Wives?
Totally. They're gonna fight each other, and they're gonna make like the A group and B group.
Right. So the funny thing about like his kid situation is there going to be a lot of kids the same age, right? Because you know, in a normal family, there's like older. Yeah. So what happens like if you have two kids the same age, like who's considered the higher ranking child?
Yeah, maybe he's cool. They like each other, but you know what? They hate each other. They fight every day.
Yeah. Because there's gonna be an heir to the throne of the Tesla fortune for sure, right? When Elon, this is just how it is. It's gonna. So if you think the Elon drama is gonna, or the Musk drama is gonna end with Elon, it's not. We have at least 11 kids that we know about. And we're talking about a lot of money, the richest dude in the world.
With him, live with them?
I have no idea. You have to ask. Oh, do you mean the kids agree to live together?
Yeah, or the ex-wives.
So my understanding, at least what was reported, two out of three of them, and the wives not the correct word, I don't think, because he has wives, but I don't know if they have kids. There's so many people in his life.
Girlfriends.
Yeah, well.
Not even girlfriends.
I don't even know if they're exes. That's what I'm saying. But at least 2 out of 3 of the the way they phrase it is mothers.
Oh.
And kind of the joke word that people use, because they didn't say this when I was a kid, they'll say baby mama. Because I don't remember hearing that when I was a kid. I don't remember it. So I guess at least 2 out of 3 of his baby mamas will be with him in the compound. Here's another comment. Mufasa says Elon's ketamine lifestyle won't allow him to see his 70s, saying basically taking these substances, maybe he's going to stop his life early, possibly. And you have all those kids. Another person wrote, this is from Erie Street, they say, the robots better start having babies if they are going to surpass humans. So this is Elon, I mean, there's so much stuff. Elon today predicted that there's going to be more human robots than humans in about 15 years from now, 2040. What do you think about that? More robots than humans? Humanoid robots.
Humanoid robot. I don't know.
Well, let me give you the math on that. So someone in the community figured it out. So this was from Les Norris. They said, okay, if you're going to have 8 billion robots, okay, and you're going to go from 2024 to 2040. He figured 16 years. Okay, so that's 16 years, which is 365 days, 24 hours. So I guess you need to build 57,078 robots an hour until 2040. I don't know if the math is correct. You guys can check the math. I'm just checking it what someone wrote. I mean, 57,000 robots is like a day is a lot, but I guess per hour. But that's how many we're talking about, because a robot for every person on the planet, that might be the right math. It takes a long time.
Yeah,
Do
because
that for 16 years.
maybe he sees just American, like advanced country, but there is a lot of,
Right,
like the growing country, the third country.
right.
Yeah, I think it's not possible.
Not possible. So that's according to us. Here's another person who made a comment regarding Elon. This is from Misunderstood. She wrote, I worked caring for the developmentally disabled and or those with mental psychological disorders for decades. From my time and experience, I could give you an opinion of Elon, but I do not think it would appear on YouTube. I'll leave it at that, meaning that she thinks what she might write to be inappropriate for the mental state of Elon. Yeah, I mean, what you're feeling about this, about someone who has lots of kids, and Elon keeps, telling people, you can have my sperm. Would you like my sperm? What would you think if you're...
If he offers that kind of like sexual insulting, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
What would
Yeah,
happen with that?
Even if you are rich, you can just say, "Oh, you want my sperm?"
Well, he does.
Yeah, but he does. But luckily, he's not sued yet.
No, he has been.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and usually what happens is they usually settle out of court. So they just like, okay, take a bunch of money and go away.
Yeah.
One time he offered one of his workers, it was like a massage worker, he offered her a pony,
What is it?
like a baby horse.
Only one.
Yeah, a pony. It's a baby horse.
Yeah.
Yeah, he offered her a pony. I don't know if it was to have his baby or something. I'm not sure. No, I'm serious. It was reported. So we always make jokes about, do you want a pony? Yeah, but it's really, really serious. And the word pony too, because it means like baby horse. And I could be wrong in the exact definition of pony, because we used to have a children's show called My Little Pony.
Yeah.
And it was like basically you collect all the baby horses.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think pony means baby horse or small horse.
Yeah, small horse.
It's something like that. Dr. Russ, PhD, wrote a comment about sort of the world we live in with Elon leading the way. We are playing tennis with the net down. Everything is considered to be in.
What does that mean?
It means like, when you play tennis, if it's inside the line or outside the line. So the nets are actually down, so there's no net. So that basically means anything goes.
Yeah.
Anything is in. So we're in a world with Elon, we're like, or just this kind of crazy social media driven world where everything is, I guess, okay. Everything is in, guys. Everything is in. Here's another comment, and it's fun to go over your comments because we have a lot of this particular issue is just so ridiculous, and I think a lot of people, and this is sort of why I make videos about this stuff. I feel it gives me a lot of stress too, and the only way to really deal with it. Well, the reason why it's stress is because like there's people actually out there that take this stuff seriously that he says. Like when someone says, or when Elon says, I'm going to have more humanoid robots than humans, like all his Tesla stock promoters like going, guys, and they make big headlines.
They're just cult believers right now.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of cults, there's a famous author, and someone brought this up. It's a me brought this up. The comment is a couple hours ago. It says, he reminds me of L. Ron Hubbard. Weird fascination with sci-fi and gathering followers for his cult. Do you know what L. Ron Hubbard is?
No, I don't know.
When you find out, you'll laugh. So L. Ron Hubbard is the founder of Scientology. Do you know the famous stars in Scientology?
Oh, yeah.
The most famous star in the world?
Yeah, I just forgot his
Tom Cruise.
Oh, yeah, Tom Cruise, yeah.
Yeah. So, so basically L. Ron Hubbard, the story is, and Elon's kind of fitting in that mold. L. Ron Hubbard wrote a couple sci-fi books. They weren't that popular. They failed. And I don't know exactly how his cult started. I don't remember the exact, but I do remember parts of it where like L. Ron Hubbard at one point had a boat in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah.
And it had just a bunch of lady friends out there. And the idea was because you're in the middle of the ocean, you're not really part of a country. You can just do whatever you want. I'm pretty sure that was L. Ron. And then he believed all sorts of crazy stuff. And then Scientology came from that. And it's strange that people actually believe this stuff. But it's kind of same as Elon. Like when whatever he says, people believe the same way as.
He believes they can go to Mars.
Yeah. That's kind of like the L. Ron Hubbard stuff. It was funny because I always knew they had this cult-like thing, but the compound and the many wives and the kids, and keeps asking people for $8 to support him on Twitter or buy his robots or whatever.
Yeah, it reminds me, we do have a cult in Korea. They have a like castle middle of the mountain.
Yeah.
So it just reminds me of that.
Yeah, whenever you start hearing about lots of people living together and sort of like godlike kind of figure, you got a cult. Quilio writes, Elon must have watched Caprica, the prequel to Battlestar Galactica. He wants to create the Cylons. So Cylons is the robots in that show. Here's another one. This is from Toaster. Toaster writes, I naively thought the internet would make humans smarter. Right, so this person had a feeling that when the internet came out, we'd be smarter.
Yeah.
Right, we're not really happening. Someone said, responded, not just you. Another person said, ditto. Did not foresee the rise of intentional seeking of misinformation. And another person writes, it must just made their stupidity more obvious. The basic gist of this one was when this person wrote, did not see the rise of intentional seeking of misinformation is, when we thought about the internet, you think people would want to find out truth. But these days, actually, it's the opposite. People want to
spread rumor fast.
Right. And well, not just spread the rumor faster, they're specifically looking to hear more about that rumor. Right? It doesn't matter if it's true or not. There's like for example, if Elon says we're all going to have robotaxis and robots, people just want to hear about that. It's kind of funny. We're filming this today. There is a musical here in Korea. It's called The Unemployed, and I guess it's about robots taking truck drivers' jobs, and it runs through October of this year. Crazy, right? So that's what they seek. It's a strange thing. So that's why when people come to our channel, they're like, oh my God, someone's actually talking about sanity and reality and not just making up robot stuff. And it's fun to so we make fun of it because it's kind of ridiculous. But people take this stuff seriously. Here's another one. Didi writes, screenplay. Robots figure out who enslaved them and attack Elon's compound. So the robots will rise and revolt against Elon. Here's another one. You Forgot writes, Elon Musk has severe daddy issues. What do you think about that? Do you think Elon's got daddy issues where he's always talking about everyone has to have kids, he wants to have many kids? I don't know. Does someone who want to have a lot of kids, does that mean they have kind of daddy psychological problems? I don't know. What's the need to have over 11 kids? Because I'm sure there's more. I'm pretty sure there's more.
I don't know. It's baby issue or woman issue.
You mean the women they have the kids?
No.
No, what do you mean?
He wanna have spread his seed everyone. That's more what he want, or he just physically have he's maybe he's
What?
His DNA copy. Basically his baby is your DNA. DNA.
So someone wrote the comment that Elon behaves like an alien who just because aliens always want to just sort of find hosts, from the TV shows and grow their baby alien. That's always in the movies. He watches too many movies. Well, here's the thing with that kind of stuff is Elon thinks he's the hero, but he's really the villain. The hero doesn't do that kind of stuff. Or another one wrote a comment where Elon wanted to be the villain of a James Bond movie, but he ended up what?
The Austin Power.
Yeah. So he wanted to be the villain of James Bond. He ended up being the Austin Power villain. So the other thing that was kind of interesting in the last video, we talked about how Elon makes fun of people without kids, right? And DLTN writes, how can we describe the prejudice against who does not have kids? Is that single phobia, meaning afraid of people who are single? Is that cat lady phobia? Because remember, they were making fun of cat ladies. Or is this non-fertile phobia? The guy's a lunatic trying to create caste in the society based on fertility. There's a lot to talk about with this stuff. And, I know we talk about, Elon quite a bit and we laugh, but I think some of the things that you have to understand is not just laugh at it, but learn from it, right? One is how to avoid these kind of cults. A lot of people are sucked into it. You could make the case half the people in the USA right now are sucked into it. If the polling is correct, we're going to find out soon on election day. And I know we talk a lot about elections lately, but for those of us who are on the other half, we're just what are you guys thinking? It's crazy. I'll give you another example of this sort of stuff that is happening. Elon, I guess he put in another order for 100,000 Nvidia GPUs. So this is now 200,000 of these things. This is for his new XAI AI company. What are you thinking?
I don't know.
200,000 of these, and these things are expensive. I guess he bought the first batch for $30,000 each. Now they're, maybe what's that?
No, it's through which company? I'm just thinking about
Right. So that's
Twitter
okay.
or the Tesla or the X,
So you actually bring up a really good point because it's a little bit unclear. It's a little bit unclear.
Yeah, it's a lot of money, so
it's a little bit unclear. So originally there was an order for these chips, right? And I think they were supposed to go to Tesla.
yeah.
Okay, that was the original order.
Yeah.
And then it was like one of the maybe Wall Street Journal or something reported that Elon had diverted them from Tesla to XAI, which is his private company, right? And Elon's like, no, that's all lies, right? The problem with this is that if you understand, is that basically Elon would be using Tesla investor money
Yeah, true.
to buy stuff for his private company. You see how that would be a problem, right? And we're not talking about small money, right? We're not talking about just golden toilet when they're there, but we're talking about like a lot of chips that are $30,000, $40,000 a pop. Now he's doubling down. Now he's going to get, I guess, 200,000 of these things. So that's this is Elon's tweet. He says, soon to become 200,000 H100 to H200 training cluster in a single building. So there's a couple issues with this. So first is, well, one, the fanboys and fangirls, they'll be happy. Like, oh, see, Elon's going to have like the greatest supercomputer, super data center. That's going to power all the robots. It's going to power all the cars. Basically, we're talking Skynet. Do you remember Skynet?
Yeah, so he's gonna watch you 24 hours.
Yeah.
So even, he's gonna ask, oh, put in the chip in your body. I don't think that's
What's that?
That's unrealistic.
Well, he already has the technology to put chips in your brain.
Yeah. So
he's developing that. Yeah.
Yeah, he's called believers. He asked, oh, you should put this too if you want to go to Mars.
Right. Because we need a way to track you and protect you or whatever. Theoretically, and actually, we make joke about that, where like his followers, they don't want to, take, we'll say, medicine or vaccine, but they're like, oh, but I really want to put that chip in because Elon said it was good. It's kind of a weird. This whole thing is weird. The other problem with this, and I want to get to the point of overcommitting yourself. Right, this goes for CEO. This goes for you in your life. Anything you do is, if you have, say, too many kids, or you have too many wives, girlfriends, whatever, like you end up not really being good at anything. Like for any of you who say just have one kid, you probably know that's a lot, right?
It's a lot.
Let alone like
11. Even, 2 ex-wives a lot.
2 ex-wives a lot. You keep saying ex-wife. Well, it's funny because or
ex-girlfriends.
Well, I don't even know what to call these people because, like I said, no, but they're all still part of. They're gonna be in the compound together. It's like they're not really ex. They're there. Like that's why I said I don't know how do we.
Wives.
No, they're not wives.
They're moms. Yeah.
So sometimes you could use the word concubine. I guess I don't know what word you guys use, but. That's why it's got to be a TV show. The Elon wives. The other thing I was thinking about with this stuff is, again, is this going to be the we call it Game of Thrones, but I was trying to think of a more clever word, Game of Chips or whatever. There's going to be a fight for his fortune. Because it is real. There is real technology there. SpaceX has real employees. They have real technology, and it's true. Tesla has real employees. Real technology, stuff like that.
Even if it's like 30 years later, he's gonna bankrupt. He's not going to bankrupt. So
yeah. So my bet, someone's gonna buy these companies because it's Elon may disappear, right? Tesla may fail, but the brand itself, I don't think. And that's hard to say. That's what we're betting on. I mean, that's hard to predict. What's that?
No, I'm not talking about the company itself. Just Elon's, the property, asset.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
They're gonna fight over that, right?
Oh, absolutely. So you think he'll go bankrupt so there's nothing to fight over? Is that what you're thinking of?
No, he's not going to bankrupt.
I think I think there's a chance that Tesla will go bankrupt, but I don't think Elon will.
I don't. He's not gonna go bankrupt.
I think the chance would be very small.
Yeah, but anyway, he's gonna hide some money somewhere, everywhere in the world. So even if it seems like he doesn't have money, but he'll have a lot of money. So
the thing with Elon,
fight over that.
Well, he'll have something to fight over. I'm sure. The thing with Elon, I was going to mention, is that his fortune is based on the stock because he doesn't take any salary, and it's all loans on the stock. So if the stock goes to zero,
anyway, he's gonna die, right? Like 50 years later, even like 100 years later.
Oh, you think no, Elon's gonna die? Or no, what are you talking about?
Yeah, so after when he's died, then now his the children's
Right,
start
right, right.
fight.
Right, but that's the question is like, what's there going to be left?
Yeah.
No, because that's what I was saying. If so, first we were saying he's not going to go bankrupt, right? I think his Tesla will go bankrupt, but if his fortune is based on Tesla,
Yeah.
because he's borrowing money based on the stock
But
is worth zero.
Even
What's that?
if Tesla's gonna go bankrupt, he's gonna sell before that anyway. So.
Oh, well, that would be an interesting story. This drama will not end because I like someone mentioned before, someone will probably end up buying Tesla. Chances are, right?
Yeah.
Do I know
probably
who?
China.
So actually, that's the most likely scenario. The second in command, or well, at least the rumor, his name is Tom Ju. He is a Chinese national.
Why not? Volvo's China.
Yeah, Volvo's Chinese. Yeah, they bought it. There's no reason why. That's the highest chance it will become a Chinese company. I would not doubt it. Put it past them. And then that would be an interesting international TV show: the children of Elon versus the government of China fighting over Tesla and all the assets. So, guys, I wanted to just go over the comments with you guys. We read what you say. We're sharing this stuff with you, and please share. What's the saga of Elon, and how does this end? Because we're either going to go into the craziest bubble that just keeps expanding. If this happens, Trump could win.
Yeah.
It's certainly a possibility, and Elon could then cut the government budget and divert all money to him. And maybe we're going to Mars. That's possible. And we're all getting chips, us, I guess. Or it's the opposite, where he's worried about going to prison. I don't know. We'll find out.
He just disappeared one day.
Anyway, please share your thoughts, what you think, and we'll catch you on the next video. So, bye.